What's going on? It's your girl, Tampa Mystic, and we are broadcasting live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Listen, I got more special guests in the building today. They go by the name of Too Nice. What's happening?
Yeah. What up?
Hey, man, listen, make sure y'all talk real nice and loud in the mics, because, hey, listen, we got some stuff to talk about. You dig?
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
Right.
Introduce yourselves.
Yo, what's up? My name's Shawty C.
It's your boy, Ye.
And we go by Too Nice.
Hey, y'all is too nice too, man. Like, y'all make a great team. You're making great music. We got a story to tell, right?
Oh, yeah.
Facts. Well, thank you first and foremost for being here today. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks
you know
for
what I'm
having
saying?
us.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are the industry's most wanted, right?
Oh, yeah.
You dig? We're going to talk about that later, too.
Right.
But, you know, I really want people to know your journey, because I understand that this music business is not easy, right? It takes a lot of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Time, money, this
Most
patience.
definitely.
It takes all that. But I always like to even break it down further than that. You know what I'm saying? Because people need to know your journey, right?
Right.
So where did you grow up at?
Well, actually, I was born in Camden, New Jersey.
Okay.
I ended up in South Georgia about 20 years ago. I've been in Georgia ever since.
Okay.
It was the Southern hospitality that kept me here, though.
But you sound like you're from Georgia. You know
I
what I'm saying?
When I go home now, and they be like, oh, you sound so country.
You
So-
sound country.
Yeah.
And you, my friend.
Born in Valdosta, raised in Atlanta.
Shout out to the
back in Atlanta.
229.
I love the 229.
Yeah.
Fact.
I have a lot of respect too. Like I said, I've been down to Valdosta quite a few times. Shout out to my bro Chill Will. He's invited me down. I even did my birthday bash down there before.
Oh, man.
That's how much I respect the city. That I was like, I brought Atlanta to Valdosta so we could do my birthday bash down there. And you know, not only is it just, you know, a lot of dope people out there, you know, that showed a lot of love. There's a lot of talent in the city. You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
Facts. You know, let's still talk about that though. You know, who are some of the artists that you was listening to growing up?
Growing up, I listened to so many artists, but my number one was Tupac, most definitely.
Okay, so hold on,
Tupac.
we're gonna pause right there. Listen, Tupac is like near and dear to I'm an OG, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story. My first tattoo I ever got, it's now been covered up. Me and my sister went and I had a Thug Life tattoo on my ankle. I didn't get this whole thing, but yeah, I was such a Tupac fan. I cried the day that he died and all that stuff. So
I think everybody did.
yeah, it's so crazy because I remember I was getting my car detailed at the time. That's how much I like remember that moment. What was one of your favorite Tupac records?
One of my
There's
favorite
so many
Tupac
of them, I know.
Yeah, one of my favorite Tupac records, I want to say, it's because it was inspirational for me, was Keep Your Head Up.
Oh, yeah.
As a child, you know, everybody went through things, but as
Facts.
a child, I went through a lot, and that song just used to take me away from
Help you
everything
keep
I
your
was going
head
through.
up.
Yeah, most definitely. So it would definitely keep your head up.
So let me ask you this, like what was, you know, during your childhood, you know, coming into like your teenage years, you know, what was a struggle or obstacle that you don't mind sharing that you had to overcome?
One that I'm not scared to share, actually, was growing up with, it's kind of hard to talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and just talk about
Yeah.
it. My mother being, you know, addicted to drugs coming
Yeah.
up. 16 years of my life, you know, I had to deal, you know, with a lot of things, but she got clean.
Yeah, look
And
at God.
10
Look
to
at
12
God.
years clean now, so
Look at God.
yes,
You know,
most definitely.
that's God right there.
And her getting clean, it not only changed her life, but it changed my
Of
life.
course.
So I no longer had the stress. I no longer had to be worried or have things on my mind. So
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because you know when someone, you know, and it's like one thing as humans we gotta stop doing is judging people.
right,
Please stop doing that. Like that weighs heavy on my heart because you don't never know what somebody's going through mentally, physically, financially that could lead them into certain situations, right?
right.
So it's like without knowing, stop judging people's situations because you know your mom may have been going through some stuff emotionally that led that to her, you know, for her, but she found a way out of it.
Yes, she did.
You know what I'm saying? Thank
Yes.
God. And I can't even say I can only imagine that was really tough on you, especially being, you know, little and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it was. I ain't gonna lie, it was a little traumatizing, but
Yeah.
you know we got through it together. So.
Please believe it. Absolutely.
Anything is possible, man. Anything is possible.
Listen, it is. You just got to trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Wake up every day, and the first thing you got to do is thank the man above for another
Oh,
day.
yeah.
That's right.
Because not everybody wakes up to see another day. What was
That's
it for
right.
you, bro? Like, what was a obstacle, a struggle that you had to overcome?
I feel like an obstacle for me would be growing up with just my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not really having your dad like that. Not really having that strong person to show you like what you should be doing, what you're supposed to be doing. So
Yeah.
kind of having to figure it out on your own. That's probably the biggest struggle.
It is not easy. You know, I raised my son as a single parent. You know, my son probably older than y'all, but you know, slick. You know, my son 27. You know what I'm saying? He's 27 years old, and you know, I raised him as a single parent, but I had him as a teenager. I had him young, and it was not easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There were times where I'm like, dang, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill or that bill, and I had to quit going. You know, I had him like attempted to go to college, but that didn't work out because, you know, like trying to work a job, raise a newborn, and go to college, it just wasn't happening. But at the same time, like, it made me such a strong person, and I'm sure that it has for you as well.
Right.
You know, like it's, you know, being a child that's raised in a single parent home, I can only imagine is, you know, because you be wanting stuff. But as you get an adult, then you understand why you didn't always get everything you wanted, right?
You had your own kids. Right. Why you can't have it.
My son told me that. He's like, I remember when I used to ask you for $20 and you told me no. Now I understand why. Because, bruh, sometimes $20 we ain't have an extra 20. You know what I'm saying?
$20, not your last $20.
Facts. Like, okay, do you want to eat or you want to go to the movies?
Right.
Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you Tupac was somebody that you really resonated with.
Oh, yeah.
When did you decide to start doing music?
Actually, I discovered that. Well, I actually started out doing poetry. So in middle school, I want to say between 6th and 7th grade, I actually started out doing poetry, and the poetry came from actually just putting everything that I was going through and feeling down on paper.
Absolutely, and that's the best way to do it.
Oh yes. And from poetry, I started venturing out, and I realized, you know, I could format songs. So from there, I started writing songs. So I've been writing ever since like the 7th grade now.
So do you still write your music, or do you?
Yes, I
write everything.
Oh yes, I write everything. Like,
of course.
And what about you?
I gotta write everything.
Yeah.
I can't have it no other way. I don't feel like I can record somebody else's lyrics. It don't feel right.
But do you like get in the studio and freestyle at all?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we might freestyle something.
Punch in a little bit.
We end up writing it down regardless.
I got
Putting
you.
it in with what we wrote. So.
Listen, I know I gotta listen. My notepad is on swole because my brain is in overload.
You gotta see her notepad. I'm talking
We're
about
gonna have to compare sometime.
notepads on top of notepads on top of folders. Like, my stuff go back.
Yes.
I might write mine down or like voice recorder or something.
Yeah.
I'm talking about her notepad. I'm saying every song we got, she got a notepad.
I mean, go back to like the 2000s.
Yeah,
like, for
but
real.
that's like that. You go, but you want to go back and look at that sometimes because
Yeah.
it just that shows the progress and how much hard work you put in.
Right.
Because once again, this music business is not easy. So let's talk about that a little bit. You know, throughout your journey of since you really started taking music seriously, right? You know, what's been a highlight moment for you so far?
Well, a lot of highlight moments is when we perform.
Right.
And like nobody in the crowd, you know, sometimes we perform in different cities, they don't know us. But like when we perform throughout our performance, because we not only sing and rap, but we also dance. So we actually give them a show.
Hey.
And it's like everybody in the crowd connects with us and they be feeling our music. And by the end of the song, like the crowd be singing with us or they be cheering with us. And it's like it make us feel so good on stage.
That's
so
the best part.
That's the best part.
That is so dope because that's what it's all about. Is you want to go there and put on a show. You want to make sure when you leave that building, they're gonna remember who Too Nice is.
Yeah, that part.
Period. What about you, bro? Like, but I'm gonna ask you on the opposite side. Like, what's been a low point in your music where you maybe got to a point where you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, or it's been a struggle for you? What's that been for you throughout your music so far?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't feel like I want to give up, but a moment has, like, when things don't go your way, like, it seems like it's a pushback. Like, if we push for something to be dropped at this certain time and we can't get it right, that's a disappointment.
It is very disappointing.
Or if we drop a song and we get it produced and get it back and it don't sound how we want it to sound, that's a kind of disappointment. But it's like other than that, we make sure we hold each other up. So
Facts.
we haven't had too many like difficult problems.
But that's good because that's stuff you can work around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as I've been speaking on this a little bit more lately just because I think it needs to be talked about, is this music business is political.
Right.
It's really like not about always what you know. It's really who you know.
Exactly.
You have to build those solid relationships.
I'm glad you said that because that is the biggest downfall right there.
Period.
That it's not just based off the talent. It's not just based off how good the song is. It's based off who you know.
It is who you know. And you know it's so crazy because I mentioned a couple minutes ago, I attempted to go to college and I couldn't do it because I had my newborn baby. But my point is, my first day in orientation, I remember the dude talking to us, and he even said, he goes, in business, it's not always about what you know, it's who you know. I'm thinking, well, why am I sitting here about to spend all this money with you if it's not about what I know? Right. You get what I'm saying? Let me just go out here and meet a few people.
Exactly.
And that's what I did. I don't have a college degree. I'm not ashamed to admit that, and I do just fine, y'all, because I've built a solid network of people that I work with. Right. You know, so with that being said, who has been like one of the most impactful people that you guys had the opportunity to work with? That's really, and not even necessarily a big name, but somebody that really like just helped you guys out.
Let me see. First and foremost, I would say just the people who we actually went and recorded with.
Yeah.
The people that we've been in the studio with recording, like, you know, we got the White Tabla, we don't record.
Big shout out to the White.
Yeah, big shout out to the White.
Produced our biggest song.
That's dope.
Yeah, the one, you know, y'all gonna hear today, hopefully. But yeah.
We got it.
But it's definitely people that we work with in the studio. Outside of that, we do our own thing. So we really haven't had nobody that really did a lot of things for us. We actually do everything on our own. So
that's great though. Like, one of the most important part as an artist is you have to have a great engineer. Yeah. To get your sound right, because you as an artist can deliver a great sound, but if they're not mixing and mastering it right, it's like, bro, like it can become frustrating. Yeah, you're like, I'm over here spilling my heart out, and you got me sounding like what? You know, right. So that it makes a difference. You gotta have a great engineer to mix and master. Do you guys ever record yourselves? Like, do you have a setup at your crib or anything?
Actually, nah. He had a brother, R.P. to Rod. Actually,
okay.
You know,
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
That we used to go to a lot of times.
Yeah,
he used to let us come through, and he actually, you know, he was a good mixer and like all that. So, you know, he did a lot for him too as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Rob.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Like, I think it's so important, even if it's not like a full-blown studio, in your crib you gotta have some sort of creative space.
I made some of the best songs in the closet.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's your creative space. Yeah. You know, like, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, shoot, the closet's one, because it's insulated. You got all your clothes and stuff in there, so you ain't gonna have all the echoing. It's no different than have these padding on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's use the closet if you got to. You know what I'm saying?
As long as your engineer, like you said, can mix that thing right.
Period. Absolutely.
That's all that matters.
So what are some of the other things that you guys are working on besides music? I'm a big believer in you got to have multiple hustles, right?
Oh, yeah.
You cannot just be an artist these days, and you can't just be a radio personality, and you can't, whatever it is you do, you got to have other stuff going on. What is that for you?
Well, outside of the music, I do hair. I just put my new website up, Maniac Locks. You know.
Oh, that's dope! Congratulations!
Thank you.
That's big right there. Putting a website together, you got to do that.
So I actually I do lock styles, retwists, starter locks, reattachments, everything. So I'm trying to get my clientele up right now.
That's so dope. Oh yeah. And you have your business here in Valdosta?
Well, right now
Are you doing mobily?
Yeah, I'm mobily.
That's the best way to be.
Yeah.
Listen, my girl that does my hair for me, she's mobile as well, and she has went from transition having a shop to being mobile, and she actually enjoys that more because, you know, it's not limited to certain hours. She can pull up based upon her client schedule.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? What about you, bro? Like, what are some of the other things that besides music that you're focused on?
One thing you're going to learn about Two Nights is we do a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
Like, she do hair, I do hair.
Oh, okay.
She bake, I bake.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, y'all bake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bake, cook, we do.
Yes. Listen.
She got a full-time job, I got a full-time job.
Oh yeah, y'all are like the same person.
Yeah. Just in different.
Practically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, that is so dope. So what you like to bake? What's your favorite thing to bake?
I like to bake cakes and treats, you know what I'm saying? You know, they make
cookies
happy,
and all that stuff.
Happy treats.
Oh, yeah, the happy treats. Right, exactly. What about you, bro? Same thing,
yeah. Gotta stay happy.
I'm sure little man enjoys the unhappy treat. You know, the happy but unhappy.
Treat.
The not so happy. You get what I'm saying. That's really dope. What about this record? Let's talk about this single that you brought us today. You know, you said that this is your biggest song to date, right? I always like to ask that, and you guys kind of already answered that for me. Out of all the songs you put out, this is the one that's really like taking you to that next level.
Yeah, it's took us so far.
It's called Pull Up On You.
Push Up On It.
Push Up On It.
Pull up on you, push up on it.
Oh, well, it says right. I'm just reading what it says.
You had it right.
Yeah,
It's
right.
both
We just
pull up on you,
Okay.
push up on it.
I'm like, hold on now. I know I'm old, but my eyes ain't that bad. Talk to us about it, man. How did this song come about?
Actually, he presented it to me first, so.
I started off. I was just at work, and we already had been in the studio together a couple times, so we already kind of got a feel of how we like our music. So I wrote the hook or whatever, and it was missing something. I was like, it's missing something. Missing something.
You could feel that, right?
Of course. And I knew the right person to call, so I don't know if I sent it to her first or I called her first and let her know I had something.
She had to come to your rescue. Like, I got this.
I know just at the moment when I sent it to her, I was going to be satisfied. And she sent it back, the same day. She had her verse ready.
Because y'all have chemistry.
Always. Right.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? You guys have that work chemistry together where, maybe you might be lacking on something a little bit. She gonna step in and pick it up, and vice versa.
And it's always been like that.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Music is actually what brought us together. Like, we first met in the studio.
Yeah.
So.
Word. Okay. How long you guys been working together?
As a group, we've been a group for 2 years, but we was doing songs before then.
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, man, y'all sound so good together. Why don't y'all just become a group? So
Yeah.
that's when the group came about.
Who came up with the name? You did it together?
I think she kind of did.
We were trying to come up
came
with
with
names.
options
We were both
together, though.
throwing ideas back and forth, and then that was my last idea, and he was like,
I love it.
I go with it. I like it. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're going
Especially
with.
the number two, but it's two people I really like.
Period. And you guys spelled it differently as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is really important. When you guys come up with your name, you got to make sure that when people actually search for you, they're going to find you.
Right. What I like about the name is the fact that just based off the name, you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know if you're finna get some rappers, some
right,
you just know
right,
they nice.
right.
They nice.
And they don't ever expect what's gonna come from us. Like at every show, like when he busts out singing, they least expect him to be a singer. Like they think he gonna get up there and start rapping.
That's even better because you shocked the crowd. Yeah. Do you guys have any visuals out?
Oh yeah, pull up on you, push up on it.
Yeah, we got a few.
We got
plenty of visuals out. Yeah,
is
more to come.
The YouTube channel under Too Nice, or is there a specific name for the YouTube channel?
It's under Too Nice.
Okay, so you guys can go tap in and check out the visuals. Any projects in the works?
Yeah, we have one single we're about to drop called Wild Out. Coming soon.
Who produced that one?
Actually, I came up with the hook and everything. I presented this one to him.
Okay.
And it just went from there.
Yeah.
Word. That's great that y'all work together so tough, because that's hard in this business.
Oh, yeah.
Because people have egos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all got to let your ego down sometimes and get work done, because the ego is what blocks a lot of blessings.
Yeah.
Slick. You know what I'm saying?
Our ego will never come between each other.
Yeah, you can't let it. Like, at the end of the day, you guys are going to have your own ideas and stuff like that, but you got to work through whatever it is and come to an agreement. You know what I'm saying? So we're about to get into this record, but I need y'all to do a couple things for me before we do that. All right.
All right.
Tell me where you can be found, both y'all, on social media. Like, you got your website for your hair. Like, give us all that information.
All right, man. Y'all can find me individually on It's Shawty C Baby on Instagram. You can find my hairstyle website, Maniac Locks, on Instagram.
Oh, I like that
Facebook.
name too.
Thank you.
That's
got a nice little ring on it. Yeah, on Instagram and Facebook as well. And then for the group, you can find us Too Nice __ just about on all platforms.
So.
All right, on Facebook, you can find me at Demarie A. Howell, same as Instagram and Snapchat. And that's about it.
Okay.
Also, check us out on TikTok, too. Too Nice on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. TikTok running strong. I'm still trying to figure all that out. I'm like, I'm good on my Instagram, but I don't know. I think TikTok is good for artists, for you guys to make, your music videos and stuff like that. So, what about shout outs, man? I know you guys got people. You got a beautiful young lady and you got your baby with you. And who you want to shout out to?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the people in the building with us. Ken and my little nephew, actually, Yay son right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama, man.
Shout out to mom, man.
Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my homie, Ro, rest in peace, man. Just shout out to everybody that been working with us musically as artists. Just shout out. It's a lot of people. I can list a few, but they know who I'm talking about.
And the thing is, you don't never want to forget nobody.
Oh, yeah.
I be telling them, I'm like, don't charge it to the game, not to my heart, because we be so busy, And that sometimes be the hardest thing is remembering to shout out everybody.
Right.
What about you? Anybody in particular you want to shout out to?
Just so I won't forget nobody, I'll say shout out to everybody who support.
There you go.
Shout out to my mom.
Just like a blanket shout out,
Right.
you know. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to my mom, my son, and my daughter, and then rest in peace, Raw. Shout out to Raw.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, man, I got one last thing that y'all got to do for me.
What's that?
I told you earlier on that y'all was the industry's most wanted, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we are live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast with your girl, Tampa Mystic. So I got to know, what makes you guys the industry's most wanted?
What makes us the most wanted is that we different. I feel like we stand out a lot, no matter which crowd we're in front of, what scene we're on. Like we got music for just about
Everyone.
any event.
Yes.
Like we're not only hip hop, we're R&B, we're
Love it.
We're country.
Got to be.
Right.
You gotta be.
Yeah, we do it all, and like we got a genre, just a mixture of different music that we like to do, and a lot that we haven't put out. So y'all just be on the lookout.
That's what I'm talking about, because that's what makes you more marketable.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You don't never want to box yourself into just doing one style of music.
Right.
Shoot, if you guys want to make a rock record, do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys want to add a little
Yeah.
country in there, do it. Unapologetically, too.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what, because guess what? It's going to resonate with somebody. Somebody going to love it,
Oh,
period. And we ain't trying to please everybody, y'all. So we about to
Can't
get
please
it.
everybody.
Nah, we can't, and nor should we ever try.
Oh, yeah.
Period. But we ready to check out this record.
Oh yeah.
I really need that dope introduction. Both you guys can chime in together however you want to do it. Let's get it.
It's too nice. Two Y
C.
E. There
Hey,
you
you finna hear our #1 hit, pull up on you, push up on it, man. Check it out.
Hey,
On all streaming platforms.
make sure y'all go get that. Let's go.
Industry's most wanted.
Baby, you make it feel like the first time that we had a good time. Let's kick it the weekend.
Sing it a little bit.
That's our time and it's gonna be special. No, I said that the last time. Girl, I just wanna pull up on you, push up on it. Girl, I know the way you want it. Sex ain't even the discussion, cause you gon' get it, girl, I promise. And now I'm coming, baby, just wait on it. I'ma put that pressure on it. Grab your ass, I'm in your stomach. Scream my name or don't say nothing, yeah. Pull up on you, push up on it. Girl, I know the way you want it. Sex ain't even the discussion, cause you gon' get it, girl, I promise. And now I'm coming, baby, just wait on it. I'ma put that pressure on it. Grab your ass, I'm in your stomach. Scream my name and don't say nothing,
Shawty
yeah.
that fly, she down for the ride. Rollin' get high, middle finger to the sky. I'm just trying to get rich, she just trying to get lit. Work a ride in the room like I'm trying to get fit. Caught me flippin', told that get a grip. He live in the street, keep it burning on the hip. Had a chip on my shoulder until I ate that. I had a hard night life, so I gotta go in. Bring her, come again and again. Put it on her so good, she had to tell a friend. I spoil your girl, I got them Benjamins. She got melanin, she poppin'. If she rollin', then I'm rockin'. Now that out like I'm boxing, going once sold, no auction. But you better take precaution, have you out of breath, exhausted.
Pull up on you, push up on it. Girl, I know the way you want it. Sex ain't even the discussion, cause you gon' get it, girl, I promise. And now I'm coming, baby, just wait on me. I'ma put that pressure on it. Grab your, I'm in your stomach. Scream my name or don't say nothing, yeah. Pull up on you, push up on it. Girl, I know the way you want it. Sex ain't even the discussion, cause you gon' get it, girl, I promise. And now I'm coming, baby, just wait on it. I'ma put that pressure on it. Grab your, I'm in your stomach. Scream my name and don't say nothing, yeah. Feel like the first time that we had a good time. Let's kick it the weekend. That's our time and it's gon' be special. No, I said that the last time. Girl, in my sheets in my bed. From my fingers to your head. Girl, in my sheets in your bed. Oh, yeah.